center ourselves, especially if you've just joined me for lift, lean. If that's the case, you will need just to bring yourself back into balance. So cast your eyes down, look forward, soften your gaze. Try to make those shoulders in line with your body so they're not rounded forward or taken too far back. Just sat down beautifully and evenly in your body. And then when you are ready, open those toes as far as you can whilst keeping those heels together. Open the toes to the corners of the room. And then follow that through with your heels. Now we're just going to lift the toes and then plant them down, just slowly planting them down. And then do that again, just lift all of your toes. And then this time, if you can start to plant them down one at a time, starting with your little toe and work through the toes. Finishing with that big toe. Do that once more. Lift all of the toes and then plant them down just one at a time, slowly and gently. And then keeping your eyes down and forward. Just start with one shoulder and roll that shoulder forward, roll up and roll back. Just do one more on that side. Trying to make it all about the shoulder and nothing else. And then stop with that shoulder down into the body. Go to the other side. Roll forward, roll up and roll back. Just one more. Noticing how that feels for you today. And then just plant that shoulder down nicely into the body. Keeping these hip bones even, we're going to just tap in front, tap out to the side and tap out behind lightly. Keeping everything even and that tap beautifully light out to the side and then tap out behind. Keep going. Tap in front, morning lovely. Tap out to the side and then tap out behind. So lovely and light, hip bones, stay beautifully level, and then tap out. Now, the likes of Lynn, really good with balance, horse rider. Lynn can actually style out the next move. I know you can, Lynn. Probably laughing at home, but I know that your balance is really good. So, as we move on from this, we're going to swing that leg forward. We're going to swing the leg out and then we're going to swing that leg back. So swing forward with lots of control. Really working on your ankle stability in that supporting leg. Keep going. Working on the hip flexor in the leg that we're taking out to the side. Most importantly, working the foot in the supporting leg. Now you just keep going with that. Swing forward, swing out, and then swing back. Keeping those hip bones lovely and level. If you need to lightly put that foot down in between each swing, please do. Now this leg should be starting to feel it. So those of you that are on now, if you can, take that to another level. Swing forward, swing all the way around and brush that leg back to the front. Now keep going with those. Just do another 4 in your own time. If at any point you need to come back to this, because if you do find that you're needing to look up at the camera or your mind starts to wander, that's when you will topple. But if you can stay centered, just one more and then plant that leg down. Now send the hips to the back side. So exactly the same, you now know what's coming, so keep your eyes down and forward. And then a light tap in front, a light tap to the side, and a light tap behind. Now if that's super easy, you can take it now to that brush forward, leg lift to the side, and that brush back. Do what's right for you when you're ready. If it's not right for you to move on, please stay here. If you're staying here, as you bring that leg and tap down, make it lighter with each one that you do. Then just experiment. Even if you have to pop down with that foot in between, and then if you can, keep that foot away from the ground. Squeeze the glutes, don't let any twisting happen. Go again. Now another 4 of these. Forward, side, back, brush. Forward, side, back, brush. One more. Forward, side, back. Well done. Push the hips out. So that supporting leg, you should have felt that really up into your glutes, almost in to your lower back, where you could feel the work happening. So push out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take the arms up and then bring them down, and then wrap the arms around yourself. Just as far around as you can, wrap and take those arms up again. Reach up like you're hanging there. Reach those fingertips away, bring them down, and then wrap the arms around yourself. Do that once more. Then we're going to head down onto the ground. Take the arms up. Reach through those fingertips, almost like you're hanging. So imagine that you're hanging there, that lengthening through the arm kind of feeling. Bring those arms down and then wrap them around again. Lovely, lovely move. I can do this all day. So another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take those arms up. This time, if you can, just add a tiny little bit of back extension, and then glide the hands down as they pass the face, touch chin to chest, and then vertebrae by vertebrae start to roll down. At the bottom, completely release the head. away. But first we're going to start with normals and then we're going to add on from there. So before we get started, you want some lovely connection through the front of the body. So you're pulling those abs, imagine someone's crawling underneath you. You're pushing down into the floor with your knees and with your hands so they're cemented down. Imagine someone's pulling you with a piece of string through your head and through your tailbone, so you're lengthened through. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift the opposite arm and opposite leg. Take a big deep breath, and then when you're ready, lengthen away. Now hold it there, and slowly bring that back in. Lovely even weight distribution. Plant down, breath in, and then lift the other side. Lots of control. And pull back. Now do that again. Plant down, breath in, exhale and move. Lengthen away and slowly pull back in. Again, lots of control, no leaning. Everything stays centered. Breath and go. Now we're going to add our diagonals. Now if you do them and they do not feel good, you can always come back here. So this just changes the connection and what muscles that we're working. So we're working the outer bottom now. Breath and go. Out to the corner. Outer part of your glute becomes a little bit more engaged. Breath and go. Corners, don't let that back arch, keep that connection with the front. And then pull back. Plant down, breath in. Go when you're ready. So as before, if taking this on a diagonal is not good for you, stay with the first set that we were doing. Breath in, go again, lift it up. Flex the foot, lift away, pull back. Now you've got two more. Plant down, breath in, go when you're ready. And last one. Plant down, breath, and go. Well done. Send the weight back once again. Walk the hands away, drop your head, encourage your bottom to come back on your heels, and then stretch those arms away. And then slowly come back up and over onto your back. All the way down. So we're starting with the arms outstretched. We're going to do some roll backs before we then go into the main part here. So the shoulders are down. We roll back, vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the gap between the chin and the chest to where it feels good for you. So if that is halfway from here, fabulous. And then come straight back up. Lift the arms and then bring the arms back down. Inhale, exhale, start to move. So if you come to here and you think, actually that's enough for me, fab. Most important thing is that you're tuning in to where it feels good for you today. Isn't always the same. If you can go a little bit further, please do. Vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back. And then bringing yourselves back up. Taking the arms up towards the ceiling. Dropping the arms and going again. Working with your breath. Even if it means that you're working a little bit slower than I am. But your breath is still working with you. Amazing. One more. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, start to move. vertebrae. Close your eyes, keep those shoulders down into the body, round to the back, slowly down. Visualize each little part of the back coming down onto the floor. Take the arms overhead and then swim those arms around. Well done. Bring your legs up into table position. So first, we're going to start with a single leg knee drop to the side. So first, you want to make sure that your setup is correct. The knees are in a true table position. They're not too close or too far away. The knees are over the hips. The bottom two ribs are pushed down. The arms can be down at your side, palms up, palms down, however it feels good for you. And then, working with your breath, drop the knee to where it feels good and pull back. Go to the other side, remembering to inhale before you move and exhale as you move. Keeping that control through your center. So 3 more of these. The quads will be starting to kick in and to ease those off in a second. And our last one. And then pull the knees in, bring your head in towards the knees and allow the body to rock from side to side. And then back into the table position. This time, we're going to tap, curtsying underneath the other leg, coming back into table. Curtsy, tap lightly, table position. Bottom two ribs push down. Now, if it does help, it can sometimes help to keep your hands lightly here, just to remind yourself to not let that back arch. Light tap, feather light on the floor. So another 4 of these, light tap, tap, pull back, go again, light tap. 2 more. And then, once again, curl into the tightest ball. Release that back. Take the pressure away from those abs and bring the head in towards the knees. Rock to the point you're almost to the point of no return and you feel like you're going to topple over. So you're getting down into those obliques. Right, so next, just lengthen through, make yourself long. Ease those abs off. Isn't it amazing when you do lengthen through, you then feel exactly how much work you've just done. So we're going to put those two together. We're going to knee drop, and then the leg that you dropped out to the side, we're then going to work on the diagonal and curtsy under the opposite side. So when you are ready, bring those knees back up into that classic table. Take the time to set up so that we're not pulled in. Bottom two ribs are pushed down. Remember, not too far away as well. So do keep a check on where those knees are. And then hands can be however it feels magical for you. And then knee drop. Same leg, curtsies under the other side, pull back up, switch sides, knee drop, and curtsy, work with your breath. Curtsy. Knee drop. Well done. Do not hold your breath on any of these. Now if at any point this gets too much, make it smaller. Or miss just a couple of reps and go back into that ball position. Another 4 of these. So knee drop. Hopefully this is now becoming a little bit more fluid. Tap lightly. Bring it back. 3 more. Well done. Now this is a lot of work for your abs. So that those deeper core stabilizing muscles. Also, your quads drop. Your hips. There's a hell of a lot of work going on here. So try and stay with me. You've got 1 left. Drop to the side. Open. Pull back up. And then light curtsy. Tap. And come up. Well done. Pull the knees in. And then head in towards your knees. And then rock from side to side. Well done. And then, as we did before, lengthen through. Stretch through your fingertips all the way down to your toes. And then from here, roll over onto your front. And then, using these forearms like so you can, if this is a really easy position for you, you can use your palms under the shoulder. I would suggest palms up and the elbows bent like I am right now. And then starting with the forehead down. From here, we're going to take our eyes and our gaze up towards the ceiling. So a lovely big strong breath into the body, and then exhale, lifting the head up towards the ceiling, holding this position. And then make your journey back down onto the mat. Forehead comes down. Breath in, exhale, go again. Lift the head. Feel that beautiful stretch going through the front of your neck. Now if that is super easy for you, you can change your hand position. Pop the wrist, the hand under the shoulder. Breath in and then start to come up a little bit higher or all the way if you can. And then slowly lower. Use the arms all the way down. And then forehead down onto the mat. 1 more. Breath in, lift up. Now if you change the hand position, start small, come up here. And then over time, take it higher. Slowly down, use the arms. Well done. And then counter stretch. Push the weight back onto the heels. Stretch the arms away. Bottom down. Stretch the arms. And then back into 4-point kneeling. Well done, team. So before we just do one last little bit of work, I want to just ease your back off. So starting with that neutral spine, remembering somebody's trying to crawl underneath and bring them down towards your chest. Now keeping your hip bones lovely and level and to the front. Just add a little bit of rotation. Come around to the front. Inhale, exhale, go to the other side. One more each side. Inhale, exhale and move. Last time, shoulders down to avoid that breath and go. And then release the hands, wrap the arms around the body. Everything should feel so much looser. Mobility should feel better. It should feel suitably worked through your centre. And then for the last time, take the arms up. Palms together. Hands down. And nod to yourselves. Well done. Well done. And well done again. I'm going to cut this now and talk to you on Facebook, but thank you for joining me. That was a really lovely, lovely class. Bye team.